Welcome back, Nick and Lex here. Thank you so much for being here today, for joining me to another episode of Music with Nick. I'm super excited. Today we got something a bit different by Matt. As always, I love that Matt, he chooses his stuff, I don't know, it just has to do more with him, and I don't know. I mean, it's just stuff that has to do with his, I guess, state of mind and stuff like that. So really cool. It's not just like, some great music that he has heard. It's, something that he's involved with. And I like that. So it just comes from a different place. Yeah, like everyone, So this we're gonna do today a band that's called Beaverchief and Mark Nichols. That's not really the band. We're gonna do a album called Big Magic, and by Beaverchief and Mark Nichols. And these two gentlemen are from what I think, there's not too much information here, but this was released in 1991 in Seattle. And there's a little bit of a description here. It says traditional and not so traditional songs of the Northwest, in particular Lummi tribe and Coast Salish arrangements, and recorded by Mark Nichols, produced by Mark Nichols, Beaverchief, and Barbara Leichner. More info at they'reallybig.com. It says here, well, if you want to check it out, just go to marknichols.bandcamp.com and you can see more. This unfortunately is not available on YouTube or Spotify, so we're gonna just do it right here. So what we're gonna do, 5 songs, as we always do, and we're gonna do a song called Intro / Cedar Tree. I think it's Cedar. Now, if I don't pronounce these things, correctly, where I'm coming from. I'm sorry. I don't do it on purpose. I do my best. Then the second song is called Younger Generation. The third one is called Grandmother Warrior. The fourth song is called Dreamer Religion / Swan Song. And the fifth song is Long Ago, a Wind Song. So that's what we're going to do. And basically, Matt, he basically got in touch with me and he was like, I really want you to hear this. I want to know what you think. And that alone is just the sweetest thing, because he's just like, I'm sharing this with you, and then let's see if everybody else likes it, so it's more like he wants to know what I think. So I mean, of course, that's what these videos are about, but this is, I guess, on a little bit more personal level. So let's see, and I'm sure I'm gonna find something that I like about this. All right, so but give me just one moment. I have to set up a few things and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I did take out Marley for a walk. It's very cold, and it's getting really cool. It's getting colder. I think these are the last couple of weeks of, sunshine, and then it's back to our snowy, sunny days. I mean, it's snow. It's full of snow, but it is very sunny. So that's the bonus here in Colorado, that it is cold, but the sun is shining. It's not we don't have gray skies. You don't really get depressed or anything. It's just cold. Okay, so here we go. And let's turn up the volume on my desktop. Okay, they're all up. And so we're going to start it off with the first song. Yeah, here we go. Let's start. Have fun. If you're new to the channel, if you like, subscribe, or don't subscribe, but like the video, dislike the video, leave a comment, whatever you think is fair, and we will be happy. Thank you. All right, let's go.
A long time ago, a long time ago, a long time ago, the trees thought they were people. A long time ago, the fish and whales thought they were people. A long time ago, the mountains thought they were people. A long time ago, the rocks thought they were people. And one day, they'll be saying, a long time ago, the humans thought they were people. And that is all.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the way of seeing it, you know. The rocks, the mountains, the fish, the plants. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, we are already, you know, the same with Earth, pretty much, right? So, I don't know, but I don't know how to see this. I have to get stoned. I'm just kidding. every time I hear something that's a little bit more out there, I'm like, let's get stoned, and we'll get it. But hey, you know, sometimes things are not even as they are being described, you know. So yeah, we can't take everything so literal, you know. Maybe he's talking about something completely different. But yeah. Okay, let's continue. The song, I just paused a little bit. Let's continue with the cedar. Oh, cedar. It's cedar or cedar tree. Let's go.
Oh, cedar tree, clap your hands and sing with me. Hey, ah, hey, hey, ah, hey, hey, ah, hey, ah, hey, ah, hey. Hey, ah, hey, hey, ah, hey, hey, ah, hey.
Very, very good. Okay, so this one we're not gonna do. Although I would love to obviously do the entire thing, but we have a rule, you know, we do 5 songs, and but this was very freaking good. So I looked up a little bit. I mean, I didn't want to. Didn't want to be reading while I was listening to this. So this is from obviously. So they're called Lami, not Lumai. So I apologize about that. Lami, Lami, also known as Lash Temish, Locht Temish, or people of the sea, governed by the Lummi Nation, are a Native American tribe of the Coast Salish ethnologistic group. They're based on the coastal area of the Pacific Northwest region of Washington State in the United States, with a historic territory ranging from the San Juan Islands to interior foothills of the Lummi River watershed. Today, the federally recognized tribe primarily resides on and around the Lummi Indian Reservation, slightly west of Bellingham. Bellingham, I think I've been there. It takes in most of the Lummi Peninsula and Portage Island, and is in the western Whatcom County, 20 miles south of the border with Canada. Maybe not. I don't know. I've been to Seattle and, of course, Washington. But oh, here it is. Like now I see it. So maybe not as. This is way up there. So this was very interesting because obviously it did sound very Native American, and I love the old traditional chant and like drums and just like I don't want to say drums, like the percussions, you know, of that were used hundreds of years ago. I think they used the same ones, and I love that they added this electric guitar that sounded very Hendrix inspired, and it got faster, and it was almost like a dance, you know, like a chant dance. But I loved that it was very expressive, and it had like people joining, and I think it was even recorded in like one take. It sounded like, I love the guitar, how it did sound like a little bit like Hendrix, you know, like the and but it was like a jam, you know, like this really interesting. It was really intriguing. So this is great, man. This is like listening to, you know, Bavarian, you know, folk, or I you know, I just love the fusion of old music with newer instruments. I guess the guitar, you know, has been used like in the last. That's crazy that I haven't even looked that up. But you know, just stuff that was done hundreds of years ago. If you mix it with, I would say, like just modern instruments. Let's call it that. You know, anything electric. Because back in the day when there was no electricity, you know, they were making music, but was just more acoustic, you know, and so it has a nice ring to it, and I think it's a great idea. So this is very interesting. Thank you. Also, the intro, I still have to think about that, what he really means, because, you know, but like I said, sometimes they say one thing and they mean the other. Like this, I love that about like poetry, you know. Sometimes you have to look a little bit deeper to find the meaning in the words. Okay, so now we're gonna play the second track, which is Younger Generation. And here we go. So we did skip one, but here's the Younger Generation. After that, we're gonna play Grandmother Warrior, which basically I think they bleed into each other. So there we go. Oh, and then the Dreamer Religion. Okay, and then Long Ago. So okay, just have to skip one song. All right, here we go. Let's continue. So guys, let me know what you think after this. I want your opinions. I want your yeah, I wanna know what you think about this. I'm loving this. Like the good thing is I would totally I would literally drive or fly there and record with people like this, because I just want to live that. I want to live what they have to say and their customs, and eat their food, and know about the culture. That I've always been like that. I was very much like that in Mexico, and there's so many different Native Americans in Mexico. Like there's the Huicholes, and there's the Nahuales, and oh my god, so interesting. They all speak different languages. They speak everything but not Spanish. So that was always an adventure to hang out with people like this, eat some peyote. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so here we go. Younger generation, let's go.
Generation.
Well, obviously, either even I love this because you can see it's a raw, takes, and people are just maybe it's like 3-4 people doing the backing chants, and the lyrics very funny because I could see something like that happening, like my honey left me because I was drinking Pepsi instead of Coke. Like, come on, man. And I'm just kidding. But, like that's how generations are. But even like people that I know, like they just don't want to try anything different. They're set in their ways, and they eat that kind of food, and they drink that kind of beer or beverage or whatever. And if you want to give them something new, they're like, no, because why not? Because I don't like it. How can you not like it if you haven't never tasted? Because like I don't want. I already like what I like, and so it's very. I don't know if that applies to a younger generation or to older generations, but I know this. So so the lyrics do make a lot of sense because like you're gonna change, well then you're gonna change by yourself, you know. I see it happening. I've seen it happening in all sorts of things, you know. So even though it had very few lyrics and it was very short, it did mean a lot, you know. And I love the riff, I love the distortion and the very cool. So yeah, this is just a real concept, a real cool concept that's just very different. And I think Matt always, like I said at the beginning of the video, he always chooses just stuff that's a little bit more hard to find, or a little bit more out there, or just challenges you a little bit, you know. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that the music that we listen to on this channel is not challenging. I mean, trust me, it is. You know, sometimes it's like, okay, but I don't know. It's just like a lot of people that I know would just ditch this, you know, which is sad. And I do a lot of marathons that are custom made, and people are they just ignore them because they're in Spanish and they miss one of the best music they can imagine. But just because the song has a Spanish title, it's like, I don't speak Spanish, you know. Don't be that way, you know, because you might miss something amazing. Like, I don't care what language music is in, I listen to it and I find amazing things. So just try to be open to newer stuff. I think that's the message here. All right, enough of me lecturing you on what you like and should like and shouldn't like. I'm not trying to do that. So the next one is Grandmother Warrior. Let's see. Wow. I think they were giving a concert. That's why it sounds so raw. And there's like people, yeah, like I like it. I love the beginning was more like, I would say, the grandmother warrior doing her chant, and then it changed. And it says here, because it has a very long title, it says Grandmother Warrior Society theme song. So at the end, it became the Society theme song, which is like drums, bass, guitar, really cool, really riffy, really, really catchy. And there were like some, I don't know how to explain that. That is, yeah. What I was going to talk about is something that is totally has nothing to do with the music. This was good. I like it. It's really good. This is, like I said, I could see myself jamming with like I've always done it. I've always, that's so cool about being a musician, that I've been with people that I don't even speak their language, and we make music, because the music language is universal and everybody knows, the notes pretty much, and you can just communicate. And then of course the cool thing about every area where you go in the world, that they have different styles, and you learn and you just try to adapt, and you can play along. It's a beautiful thing. So yeah, but I could totally see, I mean, if I would hang out with people like this and they would just start jamming just with a, just in a drum circle. I've done drum circles and I love it. I think I told a story on a particular New Year's Eve that everybody was like, we were all like super wasted and drumming, and I was just like doing the solo, and people afterwards, they told me like, you're really good, like how long have you been playing? And I was like, this is my first time, so, but I've never really played again in a drum circle, maybe once, but I guess it was also because I was under the influence, and I was just coming up with, like, I don't know, different time signatures, and it was a lot of fun. Oh yeah, and we did play in Florida. We went to this camp, so we camped there for 2 years, and it was all very spiritual, really cool. And I brought my guitar, and so there was this drum circle, and then I joined them with my acoustic, and I changed like the whole, because they were just like I don't know, like, and I was changing literally the rhythms because I was playing like these different rhythms with the acoustic, very flamenco, and then they said, oh man, Nick, you should come more often, this was a great jam and you really mix things up. And I was like, yeah, sure. So yeah, but we never went back. It's because it's just once a year, so yeah. But yeah, so I could see myself totally jamming out. Okay, next track, the Dreamer Religion Swan song. Let's go. They're having fun. Yes, I'm loving it. I love chants, so chanting. Wow. That was powerful because that was like not like that was not easy to do. Like those harmonies were I they were like just not the typical harmonies, you know. It sounded more like chromatic. Chromatic is going down or up just one step, you know, one note. And usually that sounds sometimes a little bit eerie. Especially when you do it in a chorus, you know, like if you ever seen Space Odyssey, you know, like when they discover the what was it, oh my god, this plaque, the monolith, and they're like they don't really know if they should touch it, and the music that you hear, oh, oh, like that kind of stuff. That's the style. Obviously here it was, I love that it was again like a chant with some percussion, but those when that chorus came in, it sounded really epic. But yeah, they were like descending or, you know, or ascending, but chromatically, and this just sounds very effective, but it gives a sense of like, oof, you know, a little bit eerie. But maybe it's supposed to, you know, like it's supposed to be really good, really dreamer, religion swan song. So yeah, it sounded a little bit dreamy, like a really good. All in all, great experience. If I were gonna do the last one, this is the long I'm sorry, Long Ago, and this is the last one. So let's listen to that and let's talk about this album. The camera. This was really good. I love the rock part, you know, the bass and the guitar and the drums, but it goes well with something that's just da da dee da da dee da dee da 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 dee. You don't really need more to create a song, and this is something that Alexia loves about me, that I come up with this weird first of all, I love the whistle, and so I whistle all kinds of stuff throughout the house, most complicated like Mozart and the Star Wars like parts that are ridiculously like I would do these competitions with my mom, and she basically taught me how to whistle and do this, like, let's see if I can do it. No. Like this thrill in the whistle. And just by playing a lot of music, of course, so I know a lot of stuff that I can whistle. So I'm constantly like whistling, and Alexia's like, what the hell was that? That was awesome. Can you record that? And I was like, I don't know. I just made it up, so I don't remember. But I also make up like different like chants and stuff. So this is like very, I don't know. It's not specifically like this, but I just do like this, like, I think some years ago when I learned, you know, like Japanese and Chinese scales, and I just start to like sing, you know, not in Chinese or Japanese. I just use the scale because it sounds really, really good. And then I come up with my music, and like Alexia's like, hey, can you do like, we have a word for it, which is, you know, couples have words for it. stuff, you know. So I'm not gonna like say how we call it, but can you just like do your whatever you do? And then I do it, and it's super entertaining for her, you know. So I'm familiar with this very simple uh you know, approach to music, but it's very effective because it sounds just old. You know, Chinese culture, Japanese culture is ancient, and or even like just modes, you know, Greek stuff, and yeah, so I just love it, you know. Maybe one day I'll do it, but not right now. Because I'm not gonna do it on command, but I do it like if when she's like, hey, I can't sleep, can you like sing something? And then you know, I sing like my, I'm not gonna do it right now. I would totally butcher it. I can't even whistle right now. But I was actually thinking of doing a video where I like whistle. I could straight up whistle Queen of the Night by Mozart with all the arpeggios and everything. So, but I'm gonna do it one day in front of the camera. But I need some water. I'm kind of dry. So let's have a. We have our own like so this is water from the tap the tap, and we have like this machine where we like put it in, and then we inject water. I'm sorry, we inject gas into the water, and then you have your own like soda water without no sugar. But yeah, so I love this. You know, it's very much up my alley, and yeah, maybe for some people it could be boring, or you know, but for me, I loved it. I can really say I enjoyed this immensely. So thank you so much, Matt. Like I said, you know, I I do have a rule, you know, because as long as it's 25 minutes, it's good. It can be, you know, but after like the fifth, sixth, or seventh song, like I was doing that, and then I would just get dizzy because there's a song, and then I would try and not come up, but be. I had to add something. I had to pause the song, and then if you listen to 6, 7, 8 songs, then at the end of the video, I was just like dizzy, you know. So I don't want to do that anymore. Like I'd rather do something good, but with an with an amount that I can still, you know, function my brain. So I do recommend this album if you wanna, you know, I'm gonna leave the description in the. I'm going to leave the link in the description. You can buy this album for just $1 or more if you want to donate, you know. You can send this album as a gift from this website. So I think it's a great thing. I think it's something different, and I think, you know, this is you should support the artists, you know, if you like it, you know. If you don't like it, then don't. But if you do, and it's the only way to get the album digital. So yeah, so if you want to like gift someone something different, there it is. And this was very interesting. Thank you so much, Matt, for this interesting, you know, little adventure. I do appreciate it. And like I said, you know, I've said this to many people, you know, that are musicians on the channel. If you have something interesting and you're in the Denver area, yesterday actually, I met 3 players that went to the concert, and everybody was, one guy was a bass player, the other one guy's a drummer, and a keyboardist. No guitar players. I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. We can literally make a band. But you know, it was like, yeah, we should, and you know, I guess at a certain age, people are like, I've done it. You know, I don't want to have another band. So, but yeah, I think one guy who's a keyboard player, he was interested, and we traded numbers, and I'm gonna like text him and tell him, hey, what's up? You know, let's get together. But thank you so much again, Matt. Everybody, let me know what you think. Did you like this? Did you enjoy? Let us know what you think. And yeah, thank you so much, Matt. This was special. Thank you so much. And we're gonna see each other in the next video. Take care.